Hey guys, so I'm coming on here to share a couple dreams I had Saturday night. Yeah, I think it was Saturday night. And today's the 18th, so that would have been the 16th. Something like that. So I had these two dreams that were very interesting. I'll just get right into it. The first dream I had, I was wrestling an alligator for quite a while. And now this part's gonna sound very unrealistic, but this was the dream. I managed to grasp his mouth with one hand with enough time to take a knife that I had. This is gonna be graphic, so if you got kids, go in the other room. Don't listen to this around kids. I'm just gonna give you a few seconds to get up and walk in another room before I share the rest. Okay, so I was wrestling this alligator and I had a knife on me and I managed to keep his mouth closed while I reached over and started cutting his neck so that I could kill him. Now I knew that this alligator had swallowed a baby and I wanted to save the baby. So I was able to cut his neck and to finally kill him. So he was laying on the ground dead, and I'm thinking to myself, I gotta cut his stomach open, but I gotta do it carefully because if there's a baby in there, I don't wanna cut the baby. So I'm cutting his stomach open and I'm looking inside, I'm like, it's all swampy and nasty in there. You know, I was completely grossed out, which is the opposite of me in real life. I know it's gonna sound gross, I really don't care. I've always been tomboyish. When I was a kid, I used to play with dead animals, not with bare hands, of course. I was always interested in that stuff. I even considered being a mortician at one point, but I'm not too thrilled about, you know, working night shifts in basements for hours at end. But anyway, so I cut open its stomach, and in the dream I was very grossed out, and I was looking for a bag with a baby in it. And I found a bag, but it didn't have a baby in it. So I'm like, all right, I need to cut open its throat. The baby's probably still in its throat. So I cut open its throat, and there's a bag, sure enough, with a baby in it. Now the bag was one of those kind of plastic sealed bags where you open a corner, you start pulling, you know, there'll be a loose corner somewhere, and you start pulling it open, and then you're able to unseal it, and there's something inside. That's the type of bag that it was. So I see the corner, it's kind of loose, and I open it and I unseal it, and there's this little baby inside, and I was like devastated because I was like, oh my gosh, it's so tiny, there's no way it's going to be able to survive. But then I realized it was still alive, and I picked it up and I'm rinsing it off with water, and it's like jumping, trying to start doing stuff. I was like, what the heck? And then next thing I know, it's like a full-sized baby. I was like, well, that happened really fast. And even in my dream, I was shocked about it too, because I know dreams can be kind of weird and you just kind of go along with it. But even in my dream, I was like, what? So then that part of the dream ended. And now going on to the dream I had after that. So the dream I had after that, I was with a friend and some guy that was her boyfriend in the dream. And then there was some other guy with me who in my dream was a close friend of mine. And we're on our way to this place that it kind of had that bed and breakfast vibe to it. It looked like one of those older Victorian houses, and you know, we were going there and we were there to wait, and there were all these people waiting, and we were waiting for the trees, which I will explain about after. So we get in there and there's all these pretty plants hanging around everywhere, and there's people waiting, and my one friend goes in this dark hallway with these stairs, and she's sitting on the stairs with her boyfriend, and I'm like, what are you guys doing in this dark hallway? Like, get out of there, come sit on the couch with me. And my friend comes up, she's like, I'm not sitting on that couch, I don't know where that couch has been, and blah 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 blah. I was like, stop being ridiculous, just sit on the couch. And but she wouldn't, so she went off. And then I look over the other side of me, and the other guy who was my friend in the dream sits down, and he's talking about a friend of ours that we all had in the dream, who I don't know who this is in real life, but in the dream we all had a friend, and his name was Thomas, and I guess he was killed years ago. And this friend next to me says, I'm like, hey man, come sit down, wait with me. And he's like, no, I'm not worthy to wait. I'm not worthy to wait. I watched Thomas die. I watched him die. I was there and I did nothing about it. I was like, dang, that's rough, man. I'm like, listen, you can sit here and wait with me. And he's like, no, I can't. And he gets up and he leaves. And I'm like, dang. Now I'm sitting on this couch by myself. And there was a familiar feeling about this place, like I had been there years and years prior in a dream, which that's been happening a lot lately. And there's other people, you know, randomly throughout the room sitting, waiting, some people standing and waiting, but we're all there waiting for the trees. And then I wake up, the dream's over and I wake up. Now, here are the things that I took from both dreams. So the one with the alligator, now, that morning, Sunday morning, I went and watched a video about babies being born right now from mothers who received the you-know-what, and how they're being born with full black eyes, and they're able to, you know, they're trying to roll around, and they're being born, like, with these progressive qualities where they're acting like babies much older than themselves, basically. They're already ready to take off. And I watched this video and it just creeped me out, and I felt so sad, like, seeing that this is happening to babies right now. And it just reminded me of that dream with the alligator, where I was trying to, you know, kill this beast to save this baby, and the baby comes out and it's, you know, it's like it just progresses so quickly, and it's ahead of its own time, and it's already trying to jump in my lap. And I remember it looking weird. I just don't remember the specifics of how it looked, but that's what that reminded me of. And again, like I've told you guys before, I don't believe in coincidences. I had that dream, and then Sunday morning I go and watch that video of what's going on with newborn babies right now. I just feel like that kind of ties together. Then the other dream I had, where I was with those friends and we go in this waiting room. Now, this is the second dream I've had of being in a waiting room, like a place where I'm waiting, at least that I remember. And no, third dream. Anyway, now the waiting for the trees part, the first thing that popped in my head was the tree of life, and how we're waiting for the Lord, and we're waiting to join him and take from the tree of life. So that's the only thing that made me think of. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought those dreams were really interesting. And yeah, that's all I got. So if you guys got anything to add to that, I'd love to see your comments. I love talking about these dreams with you guys because a lot of you guys offer some really awesome perspectives, and you know, sometimes you guys are doing research in areas that I know nothing about, and you reveal it to me, and it just kind of expands, you know, my horizons a bit and helps me to bring everything more together. And I just love how the Lord works through all of us, you know, as a team. And so, yeah, that's all I got. So God bless. Love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.